Hello Libra, welcome to your special Halloween edition, October 2019 of He Said, She Said. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
And my name's Richard.
We're doing something a little bit different this month, guys. We're going to be giving away a $25 Amazon gift card, and all you need to do to be in the running is to make sure you press that little like button down below there and comment as well about this video. So good luck, and we'll be announcing the winner at the end of the month. Let's get started with your reading, Libra. From the Halloween Oracle, you have the card of Reducing Burdens. It specifically relates to forgiveness. Now, of course, this could be self-forgiveness, or it could be forgiveness of another. Being a cold season festival in the Northern Hemisphere, Halloween is the perfect time to pause, to think about how things actually are in our lives, and what heavy burdens we don't wish to carry through. There's a feeling around this of heaviness. It may relate to an old relationship or a grievance. This may be in relation to negative feelings about others, or even a lack of compassion for the mistakes that we think we ourselves have made. There's a feeling around this of negative energy, and negative energy held on for too long becomes incredibly toxic. It's like drinking a poison and expecting something bad to happen, probably to the other person. There's even a feeling around this of wanting revenge as well. And while that feels good for a while, it does eventually become toxic for the person holding that grudge. So it's important that we move those feelings along to forgiveness and release as soon as possible for our own health and our own well-being. Now, Richard has pulled from the Dark Mirror, the child I was meant to be.
So the description here, it says, an instant of clarity is the light I needed, and to go forward is to go backward, so hope heals the wounds of the past. So it's about going back to our inner child to heal the wounds of the present.
And I like this card because it is related to the full moon, and you'll see that the phase of the moon in this card is at its fullest, which talks to me about completion
and acceptance.
And acceptance. So let's take a look. We've already meditated on your cards. I have the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Now, I'll be reading as you, Libra. Richard will be reading as the person you're dealing with, but of course it can switch out. So whatever side resonates the most, that's your message. Let's get started. We'll start with the status of this relationship. We'll take a look and see how you're viewing this person. What are the strengths? What are the weaknesses in this relationship? What is it that you should do? What is it that you should not do? And the outcome.
Okay, so status of the relationship, how this person views you, Libra, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, and the outcome if nothing changes.
Okay, let's take a look. Justice. Yeah. For some reason, I feel like there's an energy around this particular person. It may be you, Libra, holding on to a grudge, feeling like you need to get an apology, a restitution of some kind. It doesn't even have to be about a love relationship, but it's a feeling around this of holding on to a grudge for way too long. And it's starting to affect your health in some way. It could even be physical health, or it could just be in terms of how you are thinking about things. So with this, it's certainly a need to put something right, or to have something put right.
All right, so looking over here, we have the Ace of Swords in the reverse, which speaks to confusion and the possibility of destructive acts in relation to that confusion. So doing the wrong thing because of the way you're feeling, for example.
How you're viewing this person. We have the King of Swords. Now, I feel that this is your energy, Libra. We not only have your card, but we also have the King of Swords. Whether you're male or female, and if you're a female here, when I get a king for a female energy, it usually suggests that there is an action that you are looking to take.
It's something external.
Something external. Now, in this case, I feel it's a decision, judgment. A decision that you're making after judging someone. perhaps you're judging someone to have done something wrong in the past, and now you're taking on, well, I almost got a sense around this of judge, jury, and executioner. That kind of feeling.
All right, so looking over here, how this person's viewing you, Libra. We're seeing the Seven of Wands in the reverse here. So they're viewing you, Libra, as somebody who is letting their guard down, who is open. Michelle was talking about the King of Swords there as being your energy, as you taking action. So it seems to me, Libra, like you've got all your cards out on the table. You're not hiding anything.
Oh, you certainly don't want to hide. If you have been hiding, I see this as you stepping up here and making it known. It's shedding a light on this grievance that you have. Now, the strengths between you two, we have the Star, so potential for healing, capacity for healing. It's not about, I don't feel that this is about putting anything back together, no, I just feel that this is more of a healing energy in order to move on, so that you don't, either one of you are holding on to a lot of negative, toxic emotion or toxic energy specifically. There is a feeling around this potentially, or this person could be an Aquarius as well, with both of these cards, but they don't have to be. So there is a feeling around this here, Libra, of you needing to take action in order to heal and to move on to something much better for you.
All right, so looking over here at strengths, we have the Two of Cups in the reverse here as a strength. So, I was talking earlier about this card here, the child I was meant to be. And sometimes things happen to us, like breakups, for example, and they cause a great deal of hurt, but it's because they relate to things that have happened in our past. Maybe all the way back to when we were children. And those things, those rifts need to be healed. So we need to go back and heal the wounds of our inner child in order to gain healing in the present.
What we have of the weakness here is the Page of Swords. So communication. And I do feel that this is a situation where you've been at a distance from each other. You may have even blocked this person, or they you. I have a feeling that it goes both ways. There is an inability here to shed light on just what a burden has been carried around. There's, I think for you, Libra, there's a sense around this of carrying it for so long and you just don't know. You actually don't have all the information that you need to know. And there's a lot of assumptions I think that you might be making here, Libra. Some of this burden is stuff that you don't even need to be carrying. It's not even true.
It might not even be your burden.
Yes. The thing is, I think you've put a lot of... I think that there's a lot of illusion, a lot of clouded thinking around this past event. And you don't have all the information. I think that for you, you need to find out this information, whatever it might be. It could be that you need to open up the lines of communication with this person in order to find out, hey, what happened here? Why did you do this? I've been feeling really bad about what happened, and it's like you need to... I get this heaviness around this entire reading, and for you there's a real potential to lighten the load here, to stop carrying this heaviness around, but you need to find out more information.
All right, looking over here at weaknesses, we have the Six of Swords in the upright, so the weakness is clearly moving on from this event. Now this is here as a strength, because this is something that, well, I know we never want to hear this, but it's something that had to be gone through. But now there's an issue with actually moving on from this event.
Yeah. And you know what I'm getting around that person there, Richard? It's a feeling of... I think that there was a decision that was made. by that particular person against Libra that was destructive in nature. Hence, Libra has been carrying around this negativity and this burden, taking on the responsibility perhaps of someone's negative thinking. But the thing to remember here is that the other person, I do feel, has moved on. They have, I feel, decided to do so. But there's a question of you here, Libra, still thinking about this, still wondering. But I do feel that the other person can provide illumination, but there is this blockage of communication between the two of you. Let's see what you need to continue to do. We've got the Hierophant in the upright, so it is about knowledge. Knowledge will give you power, it will give you strength, and it will allow you to get to this healing place. Now, this is not knowledge that comes from within, from thinking about this, because I think you've done enough of that, and it's become toxic. There even may be feelings of wanting revenge around this person. Here it's about knowledge gained from an external source. Now, it could be about, of course, just reading books and finding out information that way of how to move on from negative relationships. But I feel it's more in the realm of actually either receiving counseling from an individual that can help you, that's gone through this kind of thing in the past, or it's about actual information received from this person. I do feel that there's more knowledge that needs to be gained about this particular person. So, because there's something really important that you need to know about them in order to relieve yourself of the burden of what hasn't worked, or what you felt was unfair in this situation.
All right, so looking over here at what this person should keep doing. So we have the Five of Cups in the reverse. That's clearly a sign this person needs to continue with the way that they're conducting themselves, and that is by not thinking about the past or past regrets and just looking forward. I mean, this is the kind of person I think we're talking about here. There is some confusion, definitely. They did cause this rift, this breakup. They made the decision in order to do that.
Yeah.
The weakness here is that they moved on, but it's really a weakness more from your point of view.
Yeah. The fact is that this person has moved on.
Yes. And the what they should keep doing here is, what this person should keep doing is not looking back at the past, not even really being concerned about you, Libra. It seems to be what they're going to do.
It seems to be, but I have a feeling that around that person there's something that you don't know about them that causes them to be destructive and to make destructive choices in their life. I feel it has to do with conditioning from childhood. It goes way, way back. But this is not something that you need to carry around the burden of. That's for this person to sort out. But I have a feeling that they're not in the right mindset here of actually working through that kind of issue. They seem to be more of the type of person here who would rather just... And there are a lot of people, I think the majority of people in this world actually don't spend too much time thinking about their actions. They just do.
Yeah, they just go from one to the next, not really thinking
about it.
Think of these spilled cups as being damaged.
They leave behind this destruction,
and they don't really think about it too much
because they're not capable of it. Because I think that there's some kind of issue there from way back in childhood where this person is unable to think along those lines.
Yeah, I think that's really the key, isn't it?
Now, when it comes to what you shouldn't do here, we have the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, feeling this sense of loss, feeling this sense of lack, inadequacy, hurt, feeling left behind.
Yeah, due to this other person.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this reading does seem to be about carrying somebody else's burden.
Carrying someone else's... And it's not a burden that you need to carry.
you're feeling responsible for something that happened, like a breakup.
To them, but it's something that happened because
of the way they were.
They were not anything to do with you, Libra.
Right. So looking over here at what this person should stop doing. So we have the Four of Cups here in the reverse.
Yeah, they're not looking internally, Richard. It's all about just external things to cover up, I think.
Yeah, just
covering up. They don't want to look. They don't want to sit there and actually think about what they've done.
Yeah, it's almost like they got the blinders on, isn't it? You know, and it's just about moving forward without looking to the side here, just continuing on the way forward, hoping to bluster through without having to worry about the past.
And this is the type of person who, unfortunately, will go from disaster to disaster and think it's the other person's fault, not recognizing that actually they've played the role. The majority of the problem here for them is within them, something that is within them, but they can't see it. This person can't see it. There's a feeling around them of not having emotional depth. They lack the ability to come together and bring about a positive, harmonious union. Something within them emotionally. Let's have a look at the outcome. Yeah, we've got the Death card in reverse, and it's holding on, it's clinging, it's carrying around this particular burden and not ending it. Unfortunately, that's what I see here. Now, this is a clear message from Spirit saying what you need to do here is take this sword of truth being given to you, recognize it as knowledge that you are being handed to here from a spiritual source, and let go of the feelings that you've been carrying around of inadequacy, of lack, of not being enough, of not having what you need. Clinging to that, holding on to that feeling is something that has become toxic for you. It's affecting your health. There's a real chance for healing at this positive full moon energy that I'm getting around this. And you can reduce the burden of what you've been carrying by believing the message that you've been given by Spirit here. Because you may never get this from the horse's mouth. They're not this is not someone who's going to say, well, look, actually I've made really poor choices in my life, and it's because I lack the ability to go too deep within and my inner child. Well, no, this person doesn't think like that. They lack that depth.
And they lack accountability as well. We talk about the card of justice over here. It's more justice for you than it is regarding them. They're not going to be accountable at all for anything.
Yeah.
All right, let's look over here at the outcome for this person. We've got the Two of Pentacles.
Just maintaining.
Yeah, just
day to day.
Yeah, doing the same thing. Not really thinking too much about the past, and not really actually thinking too much about the future either. But just maintaining and not really changing either.
Yeah, I mean that person really. It's a call for them to, if they need to start looking at the part that they play, the role that they've played, rather than believing that it's always the other person's fault. There's a feeling around them of needing to complete out something from their past and take on I get it as them needing to start to progress, to grow up, to mature, to start being accountable. Now, will they? We'll have a look at that in part 2. Our readings can, of course, once we start the clarification, start to signal a change in someone. So let's see if that's the case. We'll take a look at this in the extended. I hope that you join us there. The link is below in the descriptions box, and that will be available on the Vimeo channel. It'll be about another 35 to 40 minute reading, around about that. Richard will be doing a Lenormand reading as well, and I'll be pulling an oracle to see where this goes in the future. So please join us if this is resonating. If it's not resonating, and it won't resonate with everyone, then please be sure to check out our Soulful Repair playlist. There you'll find readings that are done in this he said, she said style, but they're not sign dependent. So you may find something there in the intuitive readings that is more to your particular situation.
Yeah, presently we've got 30 readings in that Soulful Repair playlist. So there's going to have to be something there that resonates with you, I think.
Yeah. So we wish you the best with this, Libra. We'll see you in part 2. Don't forget about our Amazon gift card as well, $25. If you want to be in the win, in a chance for winning, then please be sure to like this video and comment below as well. That way we know how to get in touch with you if you're the lucky winner. Wishing you the best here, Libra. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you soon.
Thank you, Libra. Goodbye and good luck.